What's going on, Chris here, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are back in Fortnite, which is kind of different from what we've been doing on Minecraft, but I wanted to show you guys one of my newest projects, and I kind of wanted to make videos on this project, as I think it'd be very interesting moving forward with this map. So, welcome to a remake of a map I created in 2019, when Season X released. The original map was kind of like janky, and to be completely honest, a bit trash. But the remake is something I've been thinking about doing for like a couple of months now, if I'm thinking correctly, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I want to show you guys the process of the map in general, what we got done so far, and what I'm doing. So basically, the idea of the map is you're on a spaceship in the middle of space, of course, and you have to. It's a gun game, basically. That's what it is. It's a gun game. There's two teams. One team starts in here. You pick up your weapons, which is way different than how I used to do it in the OG map, which I try to create classes. But I think it'd be better if I just use the item pickup tool device. Oh my god, I forgot what. I don't even know what it's called. The item placer device. I don't know what it's called. But I think that'd be cool to have like little item racks for players to pick. They choose their weapons themselves before they start the game, which I think would be cool. Limited amount of weapons for each player, so only one player gets a certain weapon, which I think would be very neat. And as you see, this is currently what I'm working on. This is like the hallway areas, which are using these pieces, which I'll get to when we get into this room, because it's mostly used there right now. That area is all basically finished. But over here we have the almighty room, which is I call the Kevin Shrine Room, or the Kevin the Cube Room. I call it the Shrine Room because it kind of looks like something demonic ritual type thing, and that's why I think of when I see this thing. It's kind of based on horror media. It's what it's based on, and I'm actually really proud of this room because in the original map it was kind of a bit trash, and I will definitely show you guys the original map in a few, like after I give this little tour what we got done and explain what we're doing today. I'll definitely show the original map so you guys have an idea how much of an improvement most of the stuff is. And as we continue on, we have this room which isn't done yet, so I'll get to what we're doing there in a few minutes. So far I think that's all the rooms on the bottom floor actually, and so that means we have to go up these stairs, which once again this area is not technically finished. As you can see the barriers where you can see space, but we can now go in here, which is what I call the greenhouse or the observation room. I don't know what the original idea was in the original map for this, but I wanted to make this kind of more of an observation room and keep the original feel of the original room, but make it look a lot better, which it does, and I'm so proud of the remade version. It's crazy how much an improvement this is. Once again, I'm going to show you guys soon. My favorite part of this is the sewer crates. I'll get to that soon. Now it's going to be a part 2 of this video, where I'm building a sewer, which I will get to soon. I actually have cool plans for that. But we can go up here now, because this is basically all there is to this floor. Up here is more stuff, and I know it seems like I'm rushing through things. This is like one of the major improvements as well. Like I said, I'll show you guys the OG map soon. Is the control room, which I really like, and I think it's a very cool idea for a room, and I'm very proud of it in general. And I can't wait to actually begin work on finishing the map, which once again we are doing in this series, which is so exciting, and I can't wait to show you guys for this. It's like one of the coolest ideas. Over here is what I call the disco room. I'm pretty sure it's this room here. This is of course based on the original map as well, and it's kind of cool looking, and like the idea for this is a lot in the original map. I did not know what I was doing. I was a noob to creative back then, so I was just playing spray paint around, and so I wanted to keep somewhat of a room that had spray paint in it. So I think this disco room kind of felt that theme and gave me the opportunity to put spray paint in, because it kind of gives you the idea of what these clubs would be, where people would just spray paint on the walls and stuff, and I think that'd be awesome. And also the disco and the thing here. Now, I found an Easter egg I think not a lot of people are going to notice is the saxophone, which is the reason why I put that there, is because I really like The Simpsons, and even though I really like the instrument too, I don't play instruments. It's just I like the joke where Homer goes saxophone a lot. Like that Homer meme is top notch. So if we keep on going this way, is the final room that I've done so far in the map, which is go cut to it. I'm knowing me, but the idea for this room is that it's a full-on reimagining of. So we're finally here at the room, And what we have here is basically a full-on room that's inspired from my FNAF map that I did full-on live stream series for in 2020. You can find those in the Fortnite Creative playlist on my channel. That'd be definitely the way better Easter egg, better way to find them if you guys are interested. But most of these props are actually imported from that map, aka this teddy bear, Fang. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. We got some like pizza boxes. You got these chairs which actually are directly taken from the map, and so are these arcade cabinets. Also, this whole entire price counter is exactly straight from the map. I literally copied and pasted it into the map. I thought that was fun. And also Frosty here from the map as well. I import them, like all his pieces from that map as well. If you guys, like I said, if you guys are interested in that map, I definitely recommend going to the playlist and finding it. And my idea is kind of simple, really. I want to make this map a celebration of everything I made in Fortnite Creative. Originally, the goal was just a recreation of the old map, and now I want to kind of add like things that are Easter eggs to the like kind of honor everything I've done in Fortnite Creative. Because this is the first map I'm planning on releasing when I'm able to in August, which is going to be exciting for all of you guys. Because once again, I'm showing the progress on this map as I build it, which like I said, it's going to be very exciting. But in that case, I'll just talk about the other rooms. We have a total of 5 different rooms that I can make. If you're wondering what that is, you got 2 on each side, which most likely all will be Easter eggs to previous maps that I made. So I'm thinking like maybe a room right there, a room right there, and a room right there, and also like got 2 of the Easter egg rooms right like over there, and 1 other Easter egg room on this floor here, which I think would be cool. Down here is a room that I am considering right now to be a emergency meeting room, kind of based on Among Us in a way. That's just the idea I have right now. Kind of like, it's kind of like a half like reporter room, half like emergency meeting room. So you have like papers all over the place because this is where like the people send the mail off around the ship before they to all the people that work here. And I think the emergency meeting room is going to have like a glass window with a character in the background and like a space barrier like this and behind it and like all around it. And it's going to be like, this person is not the imposter or something, kind of like a reference to Among Us. I think it'd be hilarious. And I want the rooms I'm considering right now, we will be getting into right now. So yeah. Basically, the 3 rooms, Easter egg rooms I'm currently planning on that are references to old maps are the following. One is going to be a reference to my first ever map I made in Fortnite Creative, which is more of a horror map. And sadly, I cannot take in places from things from the map. I can't really import stuff from that map because it's deleted. I think after Chapter 2 or Chapter 3, some of my very old maps got deleted. I don't know why, but that map was one of the casualties. So my first ever creative map is officially gone, which is kind of funny and kind of sad, but the map was kind of trash anyway. But the idea of honoring it is to kind of give something to it. And the room I'm playing for that is going to be totally like its own thing. I have a very good memory, so I can kind of like build an idea of a room that was from that map, which is like the starting area where you're in a grocery store. I think it would be amazing. Another map I'm planning on referencing was 2 other maps which I'm going to be showing is a map called Ice King and a map called which was based on Loki, which I'll get to in a few minutes, right about now. So I am taking stuff from or basing a room off of is my TVA map, which is why I call it, is based on Loki. And this room, I built this map in 2020, I think, 2021, when Loki came out. And I was speculating that I wanted a Bugs Bunny collab when LeBron came out with the Space Jam suit. Fortnite did not add a Bugs Bunny skin. That disappointed me. I wanted to make a joke like where I was like in here and like just as like acting like Bugs Bunny because I have been practicing voice acting for years, and I think it'd be funny if I did like a real roleplay with my brother doing that. But anyway, I'm just gonna talk about and do a quick showcase of the maps since I never showed it on any videos or any media. So this room, like I said, is basically where all this like stuff that is supposed to be forgotten gets sucked into, and this fan is supposed to chop everything up and burrize it till it goes to nothing. That's the lore anyway. And the idea was my brother was supposed to escape by going up into this glass, and then he's into the TVA, which the map looks great with the Chapter 3, Chapter 4 graphics, which is actually very impressive to me. I am very surprised. Over here you got the people working, which is actually I'm very proud of this for like around 2020 to 2021 my building skills definitely improved in creative mode 1.0, which I am very thankful for. and it's definitely been helping me a lot. Over here we got more worker rooms, which of course around the map are these like little secret areas where you can just like go through different rooms and go for the map easily, which is very cool. And also you got little like checkpoints where you can change your skin if you really want to. And once again, most of these rooms are just copy and pasted around. Most of the props are anyway. I think I did angle them differently for each room. I'm not sure. Like I remember doing something like that. Over here is basically where you get judged by the main council. I don't even know. I know this ain't what this room is because that room's already in the map. But this room's kind of like a, I guess it's a place where people just hang out, the TV agents. I actually don't even know the purpose of this room because originally this was the judging room, and then I made the room from the show, and so I don't know what the purpose of this room is anymore. I don't think the room has a purpose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So over here we got an elevator, which is scrapped. It was a scrapped idea, which I never got to. I'll get to that in a second. I will show that off. Over here is like one of those rooms. I think this is what the room I'm going to make in the map is. I think I'm going to import assets to make it look like this, because I really like the rooms from Loki that look like this, and I think this will be perfect for what I'm thinking about doing. So yeah. So over here we have another one of those rooms over, like I said, over here. And this room has my character Rupert, which if you watch any of my videos, I do reference Rupert a lot. And yes, I put him in Fortnite as well as Minecraft. Even in the Lego City, he was there. I think it's one of the funny inside jokes I do, and adding Rupert into everything was probably one of the funniest things, especially in Fortnite. Because the first time I put Rupert on a map was the FNAF building series, which once again I'm mentioning right now. I think this room is probably I think we're gonna have something that looks like this room entirely. I think I'm gonna add like pod plants around because I think that would add more detail to this and make it less bland. And probably some stuff in the background too, I think. And also, oh my god, I think it'd be cool if we get like I might use that TV again, or maybe a TV from like the video playing device, which would be cool. This is a room that once again was never used because I was anticipating collabs that never happened, aka Lex Luthor. Because I wanted him to be a leader of this version of the TVA, which he never released. Even though there's rumors in the sky, like Ram Guy leaked skins, which I think was kind of funny because I think everyone was like, oh, wait, it's Riddler, it's Penguin, it's Lex Luthor all coming to the game? No, it's Batman Who Laughs. Which is fine with. He's probably one of the coolest skins that I actually have right now. One of the coolest Batman DC skins are in Fortnite right now, which is really cool. But yeah, this room basically having our Nebula out there, referencing the kind of like the in-between, I forgot what it's called, at the end of Loki season 1, where the one who remains stays at. Over here is a door. Where does the door lead to? Oh wait, Roy went to that door. Basically I'm just gonna go around here just to try to find stuff. Over here is a lovely thing. This is linked to the library you see in the show, which is of course another fabulous area. This is one of my favorite parts of the map. Where basically you have like a little nebula. Once again, that's just like the ending of everything. It's kind of weird that I made it like this, but I kind of like it. It just looks like it ends off in the middle of space, which is kind of neat. Instead of the king statue, we got a singularity statue from Fortnite Season X, Season 9, Chapter 1, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a bunch of this was copied and pasted. Literally, these layers were copied and pasted. Specifically, the bookshelves, those were copied and pasted. I remember that exactly. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. I kind of had fun with those little things there too. And over here is a meeting room. No, this is a room that led to a later edition where I was planning on adding more stuff. I think I added some Chapter 3 when Doctor Strange came out, because there's rumors of Freddy Krueger releasing. Once again, that never happened. But yeah, you got little skydive devices, because in-game you can actually skydive in this because of the fans on both sides, and I thought that was a cool little gameplay mechanic I added for the map, which once again never was used. I never was able to actually use this map in a video until now. So yes, also we got some lock devices because I don't want everyone going in every single room, because I did not want to decorate every single room. So over here we got the main entrance room, basically where you start off at, and where you get brought into when you get caught from meddling with the timeline, and of course you got a little TVA portal right there. And it's one of these neat little rooms that I kind of enjoy, and it's pretty neat. But also we have the room I mentioned before with the timekeepers. I think that's what they're called. Where the main person decides your fate for your crimes, and most likely we're gonna get pruned. Over here is a gun. where the guards get their guns and stuff. Once again, this map was never really finished in that way. Over here, I'm pretty sure this is a room where in the series of Loki where Loki gets a lot of paperwork. I'm pretty sure this is the office right here. Yep, this is the room. This is the room. Oh my god! I forgot about this till last minute. This is the room where he gets his paperwork. He's like, look, like every single word you ever said, and just like it's one of those funny scenes from the show I really liked. Over here, this is where the elevators are gonna be. This is like I meant when I said the room got scrapped. Basically, I was gonna make pre-custom models for the timekeepers. You can already tell who one of the timekeepers are if you know who you know. And I don't remember who the two were supposed to be. I don't think I planned that far ahead. But over here, we also have a room that is connected to the skydiving room, basically, where it's basically a Freddy Krueger room. Basically, I was going to play as Freddy Krueger. My brother came in here, and basically, he defeated Freddy Krueger, jumps into the portal. And story-wise, he meets Doctor Strange here, which, to be flat out honest, I am not proud of this, and I really wish I used a circle trick on this room to add like a more shape than just a square in the middle of nowhere. I think a circle would definitely fit it more. And it's kind of upsetting that I never did that, but you know, that's just the past. And I'm glad that I'm putting more detail and attention into this stuff now. Woohoo, future me. You're doing way better than past. Because past me was kind of lazy, for being honest. Anyway, I'm going to grab some stuff, and I'll meet you guys in the other map that I'm going to be showcasing where I'm going to grab reference to. So yeah, I'll be right back. The final map that I'm referencing here is a map called Castle Free, which is based on the concept that I did based on my original map. Once again, got deleted during the whole Chapter 2 thing, or Chapter 3, I don't know when it got deleted. But basically, the map's idea originally was that there's survivors that got captured by the Ice King, and you had people that worked for Ice King. Sadly, it was only me and my brother that ever played these maps, so it was just me playing as the Ice King and him playing as a survivor trying to escape. But the map's idea really, I really liked the idea of the map, so I kept on making sequels to it, and this was the most recent one, which I'm very proud of, actually. It was never finished. I can give you guys some insight on how the map works and stuff. Basically, this is kind of based on my own custom idea, like personal idea for like my Fortnite storyline concept in a way. Basically, you have multiple people working with Ice King. You got like the Chaos Agent worked for the Ice King back then, and you got the Ice King's front room, of course. You got this little area out here, which I really like. It's like one of my favorite areas of the room. Besides that, oh my god, oh my god, that bugs me. Oh my god, that actually bugs me. Oh my god. Younger. I'm just gonna fix that right now. I'm just gonna. No. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that for the video. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, this area was never finished. My idea was gonna have a pathway that led down and that led to the castle. That was an idea I wanted to do. I just never got to it. This is kind of reference the like. I think this room was part of the original map when I first played it. It's just I just removed it when I was remaking it once again. But this room had a bunch of like little fun little Easter eggs as well. I hate the fact how barren and less detailed this is. Once again, this is like one of my problems with how I used to do things. Is how like there's not a lot of detail, and of course you got little Easter eggs here. I don't know why there's just random stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Over here is a guard room, of course. You gotta love those. And of course you got the... What is the point of this little staircase? It's just like, I think it's supposed to be a gameplay mechanic that I just like had. But why? It's a bit pointless. Of course, over here you got a little like entrance area. This room is probably like the most props, and once again, I hate how barren the most of the map is. The knights are something I'm probably gonna carry over if I'm being honest. These boxes too, I might have. I'm not sure yet. I might just have a room for Ice King's like throne. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing. But you got little prison cells over here for the prisoners or the players that you play with. As you see, this map was made a very long time ago because we were having these spawn plates. Which, as you know, we have the newer version, which is a prop now, which is so much better. Oh my god. Now this right here is a little trigger that connected to the, I think it was the Infinity Braid, which I actually removed when I was remaking it, so yeah, that's fun. Pretty much that's about it for all the stuff that's down here. Besides this, a little library section, which, yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, I don't get the point of this, but yeah, this is another map that I wanted to reference into this. Before we actually get back to working on the map, I'm actually going to show you guys the OG map that we're actually creating, because I think that'll give you guys a better understanding of what we're doing. So yeah, I'll be right back. So as you can see, this is the original map that we're basing the remake on. So this is the hangar room, which I showed you before. I showed you guys the remade version, which of course looks 10 times better in my opinion. The whole entire remake looks 10 times better than this build in general, which is kind of fascinating and funny for me to say. This was basically when, like I said, this was Season X. Back then, I used the class selectors to choose people's weapons, which I don't know if it's very smart. They don't work anymore, because I think they changed things recently. Yeah. That's fun. Also, as you can see, as you can see, this room is not really thought out either. Of course, you had a little device there opening a weapon, which, like I said, there's a lot of sprays, which also there's copyright material, which is not allowed anymore, so bye. There's, not a lot here. I'm being flat honest. There's a lot for me to actually describe besides, like, oh, it's a remake. And why in the world is the render distance like that? Huh. I never noticed that. That's fascinating. You know, the snowmen all over the place. That's neat. Once again, not a lot of this was thought out. You got like these little stairs, which kind of lead nowhere. Copyright material, which is not allowed. I'm just going to show some stuff, like the hangar room, which, like I said, does not look good at all. I am, like, I don't know how in the world as someone that's always been detail-oriented in Minecraft, I don't know how in the world I did this in 2019. And I really don't know. As you see, you got a little disco room, which... we're not allowed to have those anymore. I don't want to risk my account to that stuff. But basically, you got basically these boring rooms. I'm gonna be flat honest, there's not a lot here, and that's like hard for me to commentate over. As you see, this birthday cake room, which is not really a cool idea for a room. Like, it's neat, but it's not like one of those rooms that's like very cool and something you want in every single map you make. Of course, you got the Kevin room, which I mentioned before. I made it look more horror-ish and the more creepy factor, and the remake, which I am so proud I did. This room was never added in the original. I added tons of new rooms because I want the map feeling more like has more than the remake, and which is gonna reference, which I'm gonna talk about soon. And of course, you get this little room. You can technically, I think this might be cool for an ice cream room, but technically, this is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, there's not a lot here. I probably just wanted to show you guys because I did say I would. Anyway, let's get right into working on the map again. So what you're seeing here now is me working on the TV area for the map, which is basically me just trial and error, trying to get the right size and shape for it. As you see, it's like kind of like a quick little time lapse of me doing this, because I think it'd be interesting, because I don't really see much people doing this stuff. I'm just adding all the details and just adding the room, and it's kind of cool. It's actually pretty fascinating watching me do this after recording this video. This is so fascinating, actually. This is my first time actually doing a time lapse for a video, so if you guys want to see more time lapses, definitely let me know. I actually really like this. I'm definitely considering adding more time lapses. I'm gonna actually go in here now because, if I remember correctly, as you see the rips going in, which is so cool watching like how fast this everything's going. Then I go in, then of course I pour in some of the lights from the other parts of the map because I don't want. Of course, when you're making Fortnite creative maps, it's always smart to reuse stuff like assets and props, definitely because you don't want to waste memory on things that you don't really need to waste memory on, like lighting, especially if you're building stuff like this. You definitely want to reuse builds because each prop, when you put them in first, it takes more memory than you add multiple. So after the first one, the price per memory goes like lower, and that's why it's always smart to reuse stuff because it uses less memory and it pretty much makes it where you can add more stuff and make your maps more detailed your way. And yeah, that is the room basically finished in that quick segment of time up. So we're just gonna watch me go. Yeah, as you see, just going over there. I'm just gonna follow him over there, as you see, and he goes over here, which is very like I'm just gonna try to explain everything I'm doing right now. So at this point, I'm trying to build it at the lower floor, which you'll see later on in the video. That this does not work, and you'll actually see this in a second. This is because I quickly realized that this is a three-story room, and in a way, it's made three playouts, and it would definitely block this wall here, so I couldn't add another room like I want to. So my way to solve this issue was basically just to delete all what I just made and put it on this floor, so we actually can add a room down here and have both of these rooms. And I think that was definitely a good idea, especially for what we're doing either way. So I think the overall idea I had for this room is to basically give it the feels of the Ice King map, where I had these weird little like sections where you just get off the ground just to have higher elevation against other players. That was the idea of this room, and I kind of like it overall. It's definitely different in a way, but as you see, I'm just doing things. Now, what I did here is, of course, I turned off build a prop so I can change the direction of these stairs. I don't know if there's an easier way to do it. That's just how I've been doing it for years. I'm hoping there's an easier way to do it. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments below. I would definitely be so thankful if there's actually if there is an easier way, because if not, UEFN is probably gonna be my savior in this stuff. Oh my god. But overall, as you see, I'm adding the little entranceways and stuff like that. Of course, you got little tables with the chairs, and I think the fun part is watching me just do things. And I think I love about UEFN the most is that like how easy it is to take things, and that's why I'm kind of excited that after this map is going to be my final Fortnite Creative 1.0 map, and that's why it's kind of a celebration of everything I built in Fortnite Creative 1.0. So that's why I'm kind of excited for it, and that's why I'm just having a blast with it. And when I start making stuff in UEFN, you guys will definitely see a lot of cool segments and cool map ideas, because I'm definitely already considering making a horror map right now, and it's a cool idea. I'm currently working out the ideas for it, but I think you guys will be very interested in that. As you see, I'm putting the ice skating banners in, which is once again from the Ice King Castle Gallery. Most of the time when I'm building stuff for Ice King maps, I mostly use stuff from that gallery, but also the night you're gonna be seeing me use is from the Haunted Gallery. I'm also considering adding stuff from the Chapter 4's Aegis Gallery, the Citadel. I might be adding more stuff from that if I have enough memory later down the line, which I will explain later down on the video if you're new to creative. But basically, I'll do a quick summary. Basically, if you play, like I said before, if you place too much stuff, since they added more stuff recently to creative, one of the features from last year is basically this heating thing. If you place too much props in a certain area, it kind of goes red, and since this map is kind of small, I can't really have that, so I have to be careful what type of props I use and what I'm doing for detail rise of things, which so far I'm doing very good for prop management. Like I said, these knights are from the Halloween Gauntlet, the Haunted Gallery, if you're wanting to know what it's from. This is the part where I start adding boxes, because I was thinking about adding boxes to the side here. I ended up not going with it because I feel like it didn't fit the medieval theme, and I decided to just put in overnight, because why not? And then I put in the roof, which, yeah, not the best. Like I said, this is not my favorite room, but it's okay for what it is. And then over here, I just started talking about things. Now this messes with me. Okay, I'm just gonna... I finished like recording the main parts of the video. This bothers me. Why did not... Okay, I'm gonna definitely remove that after before I start recording part 3. But dang, that bothers me. Oh, that's bad. That is awful. Oh my god, that's bad. As you see, this is part where I'm just like flying around for no apparent reason, and I'm just trying to plot out what I'm doing. As I begin working on the final area, which is based on a map, my first started creative map actually, which was a horror map. The map had like multiple elements, like parkour and some different mini games to collect pieces to do things. This is back when creative first launched, and pretty much it did not have a lot of things to be able to make stuff like this. For me, I wanted to add something to incorporate it. The map was kind of like not that good, but once again, for what it was decent. Because like again, it was Creative 1.0 at its very start. And so at this room, this is the I wanted to make this a grocery room based on the room. I kind of go in more detail later on in the video, but it's basically a grocery room, kind of based on the first area you started in and the video, and it's not totally detail accurate, but to point, because there was like stages, there was like security cameras. But at the same time, there wasn't that much detail in the original map. But since since I've been getting better at creative mode and been adding more details to things, I kind of want to add more stuff to, well, make the map more unique and more fun in a way. So I think these like little areas where you have like different things, like an actual grocery store, this kind of gives me the feel. I kind of like mentioned it later. That gives me the feel of a dollar like store type thing, where you just go and quickly buy stuff. That's what the feel I'm getting, and I kind of like the idea of like you just have like not having a big giant open space, but you just have like a grocery store in a way that you just hide against, because players can just chase you down in a way. As you see, I'm just continuing adding stuff around, and I got the counters. Oh my god, I was about to mess up that word. Oh my god, what? Whoa. Anyway, as you see, I'm just continuing adding details upon details, because I am a very detail-oriented person, especially in Minecraft, and any other things, especially with me working on a new Lego City series at some point in the near future. I'm very detail-oriented, and I like adding details to things and making things look very good, and sometimes I can be very bad. Like, I'm a perfectionist, okay? I'm a perfectionist. That sometimes is very bad, but most of the time it's very good. It's very good because it makes things look better, okay? Just Chris's tip of the day. Just like take your time on stuff and things look good. Even though this room probably took me over 40 minutes. This whole video probably took me over an hour to make, which is kind of crazy to think about. And yes, as you see, I'm just adding the lighting in. I'm just adding the final touches. Over here, I'm trying to get something for over here, because I do not like these bland walls or just like having nothing there. And I'm considering adding this little pillar. But I just go for the Chapter 4 tilted galleries that Epic released for the challenges that they did for let people build stuff. And I found this cool little piece here that kind of fit well. It's not the same exact brick color, but it works good enough. And after that, I wanted to grab some boxes, because of course the boxes are something that you see around in builds like this. And I'm not sure if I added it here. No, I got a cash register, because of course all stores need a cash register. I think something I might add later on, security camera specifically. I might reuse the same one I put in the FNAF room. Over here, you're gonna see me put some of the cleaning things around, because I think that would be a cool little detail. And I think that is where this little time lapse ends. So I'll take it back to past me. So I finished the rooms RV part of part 1 of today's video. And so I'm just gonna go over them. So the first room that I got finished is of course a room that's basically based on the map that I created in my first creative map, actually, in Chapter 1. But since that map got deleted during whatever happened in Chapter 3 or Chapter 2, it's gone now, so I can't really do it. But based on my good memory, I did make a area based on the first area, which looks nothing like this. I'm being flat honest, it looks nothing like this. But I figured I would get something that kind of gives me the vibes, just to know that I add this for that reason. Because the original map was kind of crud, like I said. It was at best. But this is something I'm very proud of, and yeah, I really hope you guys do enjoy this. Actually, it gives the vibes of a grocery store. Mostly one of those like Dollar General stores that you just walk in and out, grab something. I like it. It is neat. But also we have the CVA room, which is basically a direct copy from the map that I just showcased. The only changes, like I mentioned, is the plant pots and also this area, which they have to make sure they play the right life of the person that they're showcasing here. And of course, you got little plant vases as well. And over here is probably gonna be Rupert again. He's probably gonna be in here in his prison cell once again, as a fun little Easter egg to that room. And yeah, I'm actually very proud of this room. It looks amazing. And the final room I'm going to be showcasing is, of course, the castle room, which is not my favorite, but it's good for what it is. I'm proud of what it is, because of course we have the memory starting to rank up. And if I do have space, I will add like tiny details for part 2 or part 3, of course, because part 3 is definitely very ambitious for what we're doing. I think part 2 is going to be fun too. And what we're doing, what this is here, is basically, it kind of gives the feels of how the map was kind of like at this point, where you had like bunch of these random ramps for no apparent reason, just for the fun of it, so you just shoot down players. It's making basically that feel overall. As you see, you got someone just got angry, just knocked down a chair and turned backwards, I guess. And of course, you got like some of these fireplace torches all around, and the bookshelves in the back, and the knights, of course. And overall, the room's pretty decent. You got the ice cream banners. It's pretty decent for what it is. And besides that, that's about it for today's video, pretty much. And I don't know how long this video is and after editing, but yeah, I really had fun with this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of the series, because next part, I'm actually going to be working on a sewer section of the map based on my zombie maps, because I made a lot of zombies maps in creative mode, and I figured it's about time I had something for it. And I think having zombies in the sewer section, which is kind of based on my first starter zombie map, where you had like a section where there was zombies in the sewer, I think that'd be awesome to have. But like, it's basically a whole section where it's like, it's not like zombies are gonna be the main focus. I think every 5 minutes a zombie will spawn, or like 5 zombies will spawn in, and they will be kind of like a pest situation where you have to deal with them as you're trying to hunt down other players that somehow got in the secret area, aka the sewers. And also work on the lowly mail room, aka the emergency meeting room. That's also gonna be part of part 2. And then for part 3, I am planning on adding, porting everything to UEFN, so we can finish everything off by adding voice lines, adding all the ambient stuff that I need to finish off of, and yeah, pretty much after that, things will be basically good to go. Anyway, and that's about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, and if you're new, please consider subscribing for more Fortnite creative content, even Minecraft and LEGO City content, if you're all interested in that. As well, this has been Chris, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.